The rules to this rumble are simple.
2 teams of 4 tried and tested TV renovating couples compete week to week in neighbouring houses. At the end of the week, their rooms are scored by our judges according to how they followed the homeowner's brief and how cohesive their team's rooms work together. Each team has been given 4 items by the owners that must be used in their rooms.
It's going to be baptism and fire.
The couple that finish last are sent home. The couple that finish first are given immunity.
Last night, Kyle and Cara were the first couple granted immunity,
Kyle and Cara.
and their team, the Redbacks, won the night. Blue Tongues Ben and Gemma tied for last place with teammates Nick and Chris.
With the lowest scores for your first rooms, you now both have the most work to do to survive in this competition.
The gloves are off, and it's do or die between the brothers from Melbourne and Ben and Gemma from WA. This morning, the Blue Tongues are discovering that in this rumble, the rule of the jungle applies.
There's 2 strategies. One is, if we don't beat the red team, we beat the boys. And that's what it comes down to. You're working as a team, but you've got to work against each other to survive. We're just hoping the boys stuff up because we're 9 points behind the Reds, so, yeah.
The bit that goes through the ceiling, that goes on first, and then you bolt it up through that.
Plug through it.
In the 48-hour challenge, the boys delivered a bedroom for 23-year-old Michael. In the next 72 hours, they have to deliver a kitchen and adjoining living space. The boys are in survival mode, and they're hedging their bets on one item they hope will save them from elimination.
We're interested in something like this. We've got a room that is a contemporary feel.
Okay.
Would you say this is contemporary?
Well, from my point of view, it's super
All over it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a secret weapon that's costing half their budget.
You know, that fireplace is brilliant. It's a piece of art. We had one statement piece. We made it simple, and we executed contemporary living to the T. We can come a metre off the fireplace to put the first downlight, then we'll go 2.
We're putting modern and rustic, and why not throw some vintage in while we're there? Why not just take every style element that you can think of and just throw it into one room?
Yeah, and then say, what's 1,300 off that wall?
When they're designing their room, they don't tell you exactly what they got. It's like they've got trying to have little secrets where, look what we got, we're buying this. It's like, seriously, guys, talk to us.
I know.
We're one team here.
Nothing personal. We want to win it. You're in the way, I'm going to knock you over. And I'm going to win.
Ben and Gemma delivered the guest bedroom in their 48-hour challenge and were the lowest scoring team, along with the boys. Now they're tackling this tiny dining room and raising the roof to lift their chances of surviving.
That's 2.3 there.
Yep.
That's where the bottom, my plaster's probably going to roughly be. That's where it strikes from that point there, but it's going to be a bit higher.
Considering we have a small area to work with, we have to make sure that this is absolutely just gangbusters. It's either we do well in this area or we head off home. Definitely not confident. I want to make sure I'm smart and, yeah, onto it with everything we're doing. Confidence will come possibly after we get either a good result or we get the all clear that we travel on to the next round. Until then, I nearly say I'm shaking my space boots.
Ben's been having a good crack and he's made a really big difference to the room. And it's looking really good and it's created a much more spacious feel to the area.
Despite the concerns of their teammates, the brothers are pushing ahead with their plans.
We think this fireplace will really have a massive say in winning this week as a team. Like the fireplace could be the difference between an 8 or a 9 to 10. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
You too?
Everything is ready in the warehouse.
Beautiful.
So I've printed everything you need, for the installation.
Is that a normal plumber can put this together?
Yeah, normally.
Yep. Okay.
And yeah, once again, if you need anything, just give me a call.
Great.
Cool.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks again. See ya.
See ya.
Next door, the Redbacks are hoping to build on their 9-point lead, working on this typical suburban 80s house that's seen better days.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna give it back to you.
The owners of this house are Alex and Angela, mother-in-law Dot, and daughter Jamie, who have requested a contemporary classic feel. Josh and Jenna have been assigned the living room. It's where 76-year-old Nana Dot spends most of her time enjoying her daytime telly. And Josh has something special in mind.
I was so nervous about planning this whole thing. There were so many little details I had to think about.
Josh has planned an elaborate entertainment unit built into the wall, with floor-to-ceiling sliding door and bench seat. He's hoping this complex cabinetry will meet the contemporary classic brief and impress the judges come Sunday.
It's an old house, nothing is square. It's something I've never built before, so I was just liaising with a builder friend of mine who was liaising with a joiner. So we're just trying to get the design sorted, get the cabinet built and get it installed in less than 48 hours. All right, we'll come inside and I'll show you this wall and we'll suss it out before we bring the stuff in, I suppose.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, awesome, cheers.
Josh went crazy, wanted it to be perfect, and it is perfect, but it took a lot of effort, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anger directed towards me, although I know that he didn't mean it. It was all well worth it. It was just a massive nightmare throughout the last couple of days.
The unit goes here. There's a bulkhead that we may have to adjust, which is fine. That's why we haven't plastered it. But that's the cavity where the door's going to go into and the rail and stuff, so... This is the first room you see when you walk into the house, so straight away, if something's out even the slightest amount, you're going to see it on that back wall, because that's the focal point. We've got to make sure that everything lines up, and usually being a plumber, I work within 10 or 15 mil, but today I've got to get that within 1 or 2 mil, so it's measure twice, cut once.
In typical Redback style, it's all hands on deck. The boys all making sure Josh's vision comes together without a hitch.
The main thing is with our house, we want everyone's rooms to tie in together. So this way, both the living room and the man cave are going to tie in. It's going to look great because of the panelling.
Word of the boys' fireplace has spread to the Reds.
Yeah, saw the fireplace. What I saw, though, is not what I imagined.
What is it?
For the fireplace?
Is it really?
Coastal?
Doesn't look very coastal to me.
How much was that? 17 grand.
16 or something?
16 something. It's more of a periscope than a fireplace, really.
Yeah, it's a funny looking
Funny
thing.
fireplace. That's an expensive fireplace.
How many tradies does it take to lift a fireplace? A whole bunch if it's 160 kilos. Costs half your budget and you're 9 points behind on the scoreboard.
All excited, pumped. Hope it all works well.
I just can't wait to see how it pans out because I'm installing it, so I don't want to break it or stuff up or drop it, and I just want to hang it right, and then I'll let the excitement build when I put in that last bolt.
But the game changer has hit a glitch.
Something I actually didn't know, to install a solid fuel heater or fireplace, you need to have a specific registration or licence to do so. And it seems like it's a pretty rare one.
With the flue, to your specifications from that you guys supply with your warranty and whatnot, do you have to have a licence to install the flue?
Is actually, you need a specific solid fuel licence. The person the boys bought the fireplace off, they didn't even realise it. So, but we do everything properly here, so we're just trying to find someone to help us install it.
Do you have your mechanical services licence to install a solid fuel heater? No, they don't. Solid fuel is different to aircon and heating. I made 100 phone calls trying to get a plumber. I threw out up to $2,000 to come and do this. They need to have their mechanical services licence, though.
Solid fuel.
Solid fuel licence. They need to have it. You know, I was calling family members that were getting upset at me. I was calling, you know, parents, friends that were like, oh, we can't do it. You know, I'm like, well, you know, I need to do it. My cousin has got one, but he can't do it.
What I need is a plumber.
I need someone that you know that has a mechanical, solid fuel licence to do it.
So if we can't find anyone, it's staying on the driveway out there, which is going to be a big problem, seeing as it's a centrepiece of the room, and they've spent so much money and time getting this and designing the room around it.
There's $100,000 at stake, and very important that we do this. We need to get this done, and we need to find this plumber straight away.
It's day 2 of our 72-hour challenge. 48 hours is all the redbacks and blue tongues have left to transform these 30-year-old neighbouring houses in the outer suburbs of Melbourne. The owner of the Blue Tongue house is Lisa, a single mum with 2 kids in their 20s, Hayley and Michael. They've requested a contemporary coastal makeover, but the brothers' interpretation of the brief has come under friendly fire.
Cheers, mate. You know this fireplace in the boys' room?
Yeah.
They're saying that you can't just be a roof plumber to fluid.
Oh,
You got to be a certified
Flue attendant.
Yeah, flue pointer through a roof around.
Yeah, no, they need their mechanical services solid fuel licence.
You've got to be certified to install the flues.
Flue?
Yeah.
I get them all the time, and I don't have a certification.
Might be different in WA.
I'm out in the piss for a couple of weekends, and then all of a sudden I got the flu for most of the week. And then next thing,
Yeah.
I don't get a certificate, so...
There's not much sympathy from Nick and Chris's teammates for this potentially very expensive blunder.
I don't like the fireplace at all. I think it's it's just an eyesore.
They need a mechanical services fuel licence.
We don't find this plumber to get this heater in. They've just blown a massive amount of money on a wood heater that can't go in.
All of Chris's mates are all plumbers, right? But they're all at this wedding that he's going to. What are the chances?
Chris has been asked to be best man at his mate's wedding. Unfortunately for his teammates, he's due to leave in a few hours.
I'm leaving at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I tried to organise everything as best as I can yesterday. Worked till about 1:30, 2 o'clock, painting stuff. Just to do, you know, hopefully enough to get it done.
Foreman Aiden turns to the enemy for help.
Even the bloke who sold it to him didn't even know about it.
Yeah, if you haven't got a guy, I might.
Yeah?
Do you want to make a
We're
call?
really struggling. It'd be
I'll
really
make
great.
a call.
It's going to cost you 9 points.
Hey, yeah, pretty good, mate. You wouldn't happen to have a mechanical services solid fuel licence?
Yeah, it's just a suspended wood fire.
Have you got a contact?
Aiden, got a bloke coming. He's on his way from Heidelberg Beer in 45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
We're done?
We're done.
We're solved?
We're
sorted? Thanks, guys.
2 cartons that phone call cost.
No, they're up to 3.
Three cartons.
Hey, these guys have been trying to help us. Apparently, we owe them a couple of cartons from yesterday.
Okay.
We better make sure we get them down here.
Done.
Yeah?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Over in the Redback house, Michael and Carleen have reworked the original bathroom. Their big game changer is removing the wall between the separate toilet and turning that into a shower, creating a bigger bathroom.
Hey, Aiden. Yo. Just got the game changer right here, buddy. It's a shower head with a speaker in the middle.
Carleen has been out to Beacon to pick a game changer of her own.
The way this show works, it's hard. I mean, you can make one mistake in a room and you're going home at the end of the week.
I thought the vanity was going hard up to that wall.
Well, then where would you put the towel rail?
In between the bath and the vanity.
It's a bit of a balance between doing enough to impress the judges and not doing too much, you know, that you might not finish your room or you might balls it up and go home.
And that's why communication and teamwork are of the essence.
Well, if you're going above it, that's a bit intrusive, isn't it? We don't really work together. We just work separately, but on the same project.
And then how tall?
I don't know. These are your questions. I just go in there and just give her the space, and then she'll come in and do her thing and pretty it all up. So that's how we work together, by not working together. So this is a pendant that Carleen got for the above the bath. I just told Carleen just to think of an alternative. The only conundrum we find ourselves in about that bathroom is our pendant light is nearly the size of the room.
I like to make a statement with my pendants, and nothing's worse than a pissy pendant.
Now, how long do you reckon this decision's going to take? Because this is pretty heavy.
Can you put it in the centre of the room? Yeah, I want it that big. I like it.
Well, it's going to have to go like right up there, isn't it?
It's all right. What's wrong with that?
I don't know, it just feels...
Can you hold it back there again?
Feels low.
It's not low.
Does it make the room smaller because it's so big?
It's not that big. If that's your lighting, I think I want it that big.
Well, really?
Yeah. But if I get the smaller one's not. It's not shorter. It's just more narrow.
Your funeral. Carleen and I have got completely different ideas about everything that's going into that bathroom, but she knows what she's doing, and I'll just let her do her little thing.
I reckon in the centre.
Yeah, I reckon too. Yeah, good.
And you don't think it's too big?
No, it's not too big.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
Good talk. How's that for a resolution?
Steve and Michelle delivered a master bedroom only days ago. In 72 hours, they've now got to deliver a family's lounge room.
I do find it hard to make a decision when it comes to things in the house because a lot of the times my ideas get shot down in flames from this one. So not all of them, not all of them, I may add. I've come up with some great design ideas.
Yeah, you have.
And I feel more comfortable with design than I do with styling. So moving forward from here, a lesson learnt for me is to trust my gut feel.
We need to decide the size of these shelves first. Exactly. Without Michelle here.
Yes.
And then cut them to length before she can change it. Come on.
What did Aiden say to you when he just wanted a decision?
Grow some balls, probably.
Probably not in that. It was probably in that context, but in a nicer way for PG-rated TV.
But I don't like that. You're such a pain in the ass.
Steve is planning staggered shelving around a telly on the feature wall of the living room he and Michelle are renovating.
Michelle, can Steve make a decision without running it past you?
No. Bless Bolly. No, but I don't blame him. I don't make a decision without running it past you. Well, you know I'm winding you up, God.
Mate, I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable about making this decision.
Oh, come on, Steve.
Without Michelle being here.
Come on, Steve.
No, don't.
The design extraordinaire, come on. Depends where the top of the TV's going to be.
She might be a short ass, the owner.
Depends where the top of the TV's going to be. Because we know our centre mark of our TV. How big's our TV now?
Wouldn't have a clue. I haven't seen it.
It's a little bit difficult, but I do understand Michelle's a very strong woman, and I was prepared to make some decisions about it, but I think it's a bit too close for home for Steve.
I've asked her for the size of the TV, and she just sent me the model number.
Steve, harden up, mate. Make a decision. Do it. Whipped. Whipped.
Babe, I don't know what it says on the box.
Oh, okay, because that's the model number, but there could be 3 sizes in that model. So, how far away are you girls now?
It's a 140 centimetre one.
140 centimetre. Diagonal top to bottom.
Diagonal.
Okay, 105 centimetre.
140.
140. Okay. All right, thank you. So you're happy for me and the boys to make the decision with the shelves?
Thank you.
You're happy for me to make the decision? You're happy for me to make the decision with the shelves? You there? Hello? She's hung up on me. Oh, well, no, I'll make the decision on the shelves. That's it. Sealed. Done.
Coming up.
These are ugly. I know, but they picked them.
Blue Tongues turn on the brothers.
If Ben and I want to survive in this competition, we might as well find everything really ugly.
We could stitch up the boys.
And later, 2 weddings.
I think the team felt let down by me going away.
He's forgotten that it's a team effort.
And a funeral.
Did you ask for some help when they told you to go away? It's a team thing. They didn't really help.
They're halfway into our 2-team 72-hour challenge.
Everything is unrealistic in a week. Everything's unrealistic on a challenge day when you've got 8 hours.
8 couples in neighbouring houses doing battle in Australia's biggest renovation competition ever.
Never thought I'd do anything like that again. And there it was, doing it again.
What will be, will be.
You just love to win, don't you?
Love to win.
With Chris leaving in a couple of hours to attend a wedding and a mad dash, the brothers hit the shops. They've still got to find a couch, some chairs, some lights and a coffee table.
This is going outside, where it belongs.
Losers.
Losers. It's perfect. This is beachy. Did someone set this up for us?
Yeah, we've got 4 of them.
Done.
Sweet.
Bang, bang.
Yes, no.
Running around like an idiot. There's that, 4 stools for 2 hours, and then done. Done.
Over in the Redback house, Josh's wall unit is up and so are their spirits.
All right, let's take off. Let's unwrap the present.
Oh, yes.
Ready? To the honours.
Baby.
Oh!
I'm gonna be the one that saves me.
Let's go, TV. Everyone in. Redback.
And after all,
oh, it's wet.
I wonder why.
Redback Rumble. That's what that stands for. Not Reno Rumble, Redback Rumble. There's no B there.
And now Jenna's home for the last seal of approval.
Josh has been waiting all day to show Jenna her sliding doors. He wouldn't even text her a photo because he was like, no, this has to be a surprise.
Ready?
Wow, that looks so good. And he's showing Jenna how great the slider is and everything.
Wow. Oh, look at the cushions. That's so good. I love those cushions.
He went to put the cushion on and it was about this much too long.
How wide is it? Didn't you measure it? That was depressing. Let's measure it.
No, I think the...
What, Josh?
I don't know. My mind's been everywhere.
And she was into him. Poor Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Are they too big or something?
Yeah.
It's not it. You told him 3365 and it's 319.
I understand that now.
Not just like this much, like 20 centimetres too big.
I didn't know about this.
I was being very pedantic about every measurement. I was making sure that everything was butting up and fitting where it should.
And then he stuffed up the cushion.
And then the bench seat cushions turned up, and I ordered them. Both 100mm too long, so they were overlapping. But
Josh, you made a mistake.
I did right, and I really
You
don't
made a
care.
big boo-boo.
I couldn't care less
We
about
spoke...
that. I think I'll do some upholstery. Yeah, I'll just have to go get some scissors and some needle and thread.
No, Josh, you can't upholster.
I can.
It's offensive to upholsterers.
How many bed heads have I made?
Yeah, but that's not very good.
There's no your butts, mate. Hey, last bed head I made, we won a room.
Next door, a new addition to the Blue Tongues has arrived, much to Nick's relief.
Appreciate it. The plumber just arrived, and he's having a look to see how he's going to install it, so I'm pretty happy he's here. Now it's the waiting game. If it meant me getting an engineer to come and re-engineer this ceiling, it was going to happen. No expense spared to get this in.
But Nick's enthusiasm is about to be shot down.
We've got to take out some ceiling rafters, a couple of them, but there's a rafter holding up the skylight as well, so it needs to be running the full length rather than just the half span that it's actually doing. So it's going to be a lot more work than we thought it was.
The problem is that at 160 kg, the current support beams in the roof are not strong enough to support the fireplace. They'll need to be removed and rebuilt from scratch. They've also got to remove and replace a gas pipe running right where the fireplace is to hang. But Nick is not giving up.
I have to prop all this.
We'll have to work something out.
And we've got to move all the pipes up there too.
It's going there. We've got to do what we've got to do. We'll get the plumber, another plumber here, and move the pipes. I'll jump in the roof and see what else we can do. Prop all this ceiling up. It has to go there. I've got no choice. Not putting any pressure on you, because it's not your fault. But it has to go there.
Two teams.
Yeah, so how are you boys feeling about the elimination?
Well, we just unpacked our luggage. I think it's time for you to pack.
Oh, really?
Two houses. Two very different ways of playing the same game.
No, I never feel unsafe.
You really got to watch your back now, don't you?
In the house of calm, the Redbacks are on a roll. Aidan and Jess are building a brand new kitchen for the family.
Hi, I'm Anna from E&S Trading, and we're doing all of your appliances.
With the help of E&S Trading, their appliances are picked, the old kitchen demolished, and the cabinets and bench tops are in. But there's a problem with the new sink.
Oh, have a look at it. That's a cool angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's sit it in there. And what goes in the other hole?
This is the problem. I asked for one sink, for one big sink.
Yeah, I know.
And this is what they've done to me. And now I've got one tap.
Well, we better ring up and get a Zip. Instant hot water. Don't stress. We'll get instant hot water.
It's Friday. You can't get another tap on a Friday.
We're not getting a tap. We're getting a Zip installed. Oh, no.
Carleen, do you have the girl at E&S, do you have her phone number?
Yeah, but my phone's not on me.
I can go and grab your phone if you tell me where it is.
I'll just come with you because I've got to get stuff out of the car.
I've got one tap with a mixer on it and a sink with 2 holes. So if I put that in, there's going to be a hole in the sink. Thank you. She's not going to answer.
Welcome to E&S Trading Melbourne. This is Alexandra.
Hi, Alexandra. I was wondering if I could speak with Anna, please.
She's not in today, unfortunately, so it's the day off. Do you mind if I take a message, or I can put you through to someone else who'll be able to give you a hand?
Okay, I don't know if anyone else can help me. I'm calling from Reno Rumble.
Oh, okay. What were you needing help with?
I've been given a sink that has 2 tap holes in it.
Oh, okay.
For the kitchen. And I only have one. I have a mixer.
You don't know the code of it, do you?
I can get it for you. Hold on just a second. I'll just go back inside. It's 5 o'clock on a Friday. My chances of getting a new mixer are very, very, very slim.
What's Inez's number?
I've got it. I'm on the phone to them. Where would it be? Would there be a sticker on the box? Oh, there we go. It's not the sink that I want, so.
So what is that? Is that for instant hot water?
Best solution here probably is to get a filter.
Well, that's good. We should
So we can put a filter in,
Let's
yeah.
do that.
Yeah, to get a...
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's an easy thing to do. Or do is Anna will probably be able to just add it tomorrow morning and we'll get a courier to send it out to you tomorrow afternoon anyway.
Thank you.
Thanks,
bye.
Well, that's fine. Because we get a filter.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good mistake.
Good work.
Thanks. All right, what was I doing?
Good chat, babe.
Yep, good chat.
Maybe that's one of our strong points, that when there's big decisions to be made, we sort of get together and have a little discussion and we make those decisions together and get everybody's input.
Both the lowest scoring teams are from the Blue House, and just from what they've told me, it sounds like they're all just working very individually on their rooms.
Next door in the House of Chaos, Aiden's role as problem solver for the Blues has pushed him to the brink.
I'm a bit knackered, but still going. And that's what happens in the last, 24, 48 hours of a renovation like this. You've just got to keep going. So I'm mounting that about 190 up, so it's going to stick down 210, which is 60 mil over our minimum.
That's what we do. Yep, that's fine.
How's that?
Good, brother.
Yeah.
Aiden has been an absolute gold mine today. He's a great builder, and I honestly don't think I could have done it without him. We bounce off each other with ideas, and when he sees me saying that I want it done, it's gonna happen. He makes it work. So, what we done today in that ceiling was difficult.
I've got our plumber booked for first thing 6:30 in the morning. Okay. He's going to cut out the pipes, but if you gave us till 10 o'clock, could we handle that tomorrow? We've got the structure ready for you.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, it's right. What's the actual flue? We propped up the whole ceiling with 2 acro props, and we basically cut out all the supports in the roof and re-supported it in, 3 hours?
But propping the roof for the installation of the fireplace has drained Blue Tongue's resources.
Taking 2 chippies off other jobs within the house has been tough, but at the end of the day, I needed this done today, and the chippies were available, so we got them.
We're trying to get a win for the blue team. So Benny and myself, we're the only people working in the actual zone, in other people's zones, trying to get this thing finished. I don't think it would have get finished. What do you reckon, Benny?
Nah, mate, not the rate we're going.
Well, I'm here working in everyone else's zone, trying to be the nice guy. That stitched me up, mate.
It's meant team captain Leighton has been pulled in all directions, meaning little work has been done on his and Carly's bathroom.
Yeah, it was tough.
What do you got, mate?
Handles.
All right.
The boys reckon middle, horizontally.
Well, if you go horizontal with everything else.
And there's a lot of drawers, so you might as well.
But the brothers' conflict with their teammates doesn't end there.
They're going to put granite underneath the fire, like in the corner. It just takes out the whole idea of contemporary.
They know contemporary coastal is Michelle's style. So why do they not want to work as a team and ask, get her help, It's a little bit hard for them to do properly.
Our style is just beachy, contemporary, relaxed. Walk in, take your shoes off, put your feet on the coffee table, we're fine. So this is our dining room. My favourite part of this room is our picker wall of Waikiki Beach. I absolutely love Hawaii, and so Hawaii stays in our room all the time.
That's our happy place.
Nevertheless, among many other deliveries, the controversial granite sitting under the boys' fireplace has arrived.
Stoked.
Very good. All right, so we'll seal it up and put it in, make the client's life easier for maintenance. And,
beautiful.
Good to go.
Boys Stone just rocked up. I don't know how coastal contemporary it is. Old mate's hair, on the other hand, definitely fits the brief. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that the Blue Tongues aren't working together, and if you're not working together, it's very easy to design something that's not cohesive.
Coming up.
Oh, my God.
Chris's photo prank goes wrong for his brother.
Wanted to just not do anything to their area.
It's a team thing. They didn't really help me. What do you do?
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble.
Hey guys!
In this competition, the couple that finishes in first place wins immunity, meaning they're safe from elimination.
The pressure's a little bit off today.
These are the check soft pink accessories with this and gold.
Immunity's great, mate. It means you're safe this week. We are safe as houses.
This week, the Super Ks have this small dining room to complete, and it seems they've both taken their foot off the pedal.
Can you cut me
a piece for the end?
For the end of that?
Sure can.
Thanks, mate. You just need to keep going, mate. Hey, I just don't know. I just don't want you sitting around in that.
Carl's head's been getting too big for his boots.
Yeah, way too big for his boots.
Yeah,
Kyle and
big
Cara are
bubble
like
head.
walking around the site like this, and they just don't do any work, and they're just cruising around. Like I saw her just having a wine at lunchtime.
Waiting all night, Josh will be. Oh.
Hey, boys.
Oh, it's the Super Ks. Oh, I mean the super lazy.
Nice immunity badge, guys.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's 38 hours till final room delivery, but Chris is about to leave site.
From our perspective, they were the two biggest days that we had in the whole week. We did, on average, 23 hours. So that's 46 hours per person nearly. And he inputted maybe 2 hours.
The other teams really wouldn't know how to feel unless it was them in that position. And Chris and I, we both value our friends and our family 110%.
Hello, everybody. For those that don't know me, my name is Chris. Bevan's best mate, token Greek, shortest guy in the bridal party, and worst dancer.
Chris doesn't own a car, but his mum does, and she's offered to drive him to the wedding after a quick snap and chat with baby brother Nick.
More makeup, love, no? More makeup.
No worries.
I understand he went to the wedding, but why didn't he just go tomorrow?
To the wedding.
And then come home, even late at night or something, instead of going today. There's no need to go today, because the wedding's not even today.
I never thought I'd be to a wedding where the groomsmen have more makeup on than the bridal party. Hey!
Hello, what's going on?
Come into the bachelor pad. Not the bachelor pad anymore.
Please, am I used to seeing that side? Have a look at it. Hello, love.
Hi, Mum.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I think he's forgotten that it's a team effort and we're lacking a team member, and that has a massive impact on the results come Judge Day.
Especially towards the end of the week as well, you know? There's not one day that you can miss.
All right, ready to roll?
We're done? Beautiful. Okay, off to the wedding.
Let's go. Where are my shoes? Well, I think the team felt a bit sort of let down by me going away. So, yeah, I just thought I was worrying a bit anxious about how they were sort of thinking about me going away for the 2 days. And, you know, I was trying to juggle everything and make everybody happy, but at the same time still felt a bit, I don't know, a bit upset that I was letting him down, I suppose.
You've chosen to be a part of a competition where we need to work as a team to pull through, and to leave us one short for a couple of days, could have an impact on our end result.
Despite their frustration with Chris's decision, the girls have offered to pick up the last of the boys' shopping list.
Take that.
These are ugly.
I know, but they picked them. I'm getting what they picked.
No, look,
They can get them.
They've picked that bowl there as well. They've picked that bowl.
It's either them or them.
They've picked that.
Is this beachy contemporary?
I don't know what this is. This is like kids' party. Yeah, it's not easy shopping for someone else. But in a way it is easy, because if Ben and I want to survive in this competition, we might as well find everything really ugly.
We could stitch up the boys, but then we're just stitching up ourselves really bad. We don't even know whether this competition might have the points all roll over.
But we might be stitching yourself up worse, because who would you prefer in the team, us or the boys?
Oh, absolutely, you guys. It's fine.
Oh, let me think. Gemma, I mean, Carly, we're just doing photographs. We're following orders, so don't even worry about it.
No, you can't think much more about it.
Because I'm not going to pick.
To be honest, whatever else is here, there's not much.
There's just so many pictures.
It wasn't until last night that I said to Chris, what have you got? He's like, I'm not showing you. And then
but we're supposed to work as a
well, that's
team.
not how the rest of this competition goes. I'm not sure if they've taken a moment to understand how this competition's meant to work.
Did well for that, you.
Back at the house, Nick and Chris's other big purchase, the couch, has arrived. And like the fireplace in their kitchen list, to mixed reviews.
Who knows what they'll dress it up with, but it's a pretty harsh statement that coastal contemporary is a very neutral palette, very bright white, with a few pops of colour.
I walked in and looked at the lounge and instantly I saw the dark legs and it's square and it's grey. So we have grey bench tops, a grey lounge.
The key to success on Reno Rumble is good teamwork. The key to good teamwork is constant communication and impeccable timing.
So I had a bit of a down moment for the boys, gave them a call, seeing how they were, see if I could do anything for them, you know, get their mind thinking about tomorrow, what can I do, because I'm free. And what does he send back?
I would have kept going. I would have kept going. I would have gone first beer, second beer, third beer. Look at my view, have fun.
And that's why, it didn't go down too well, but I would have laughed about it if I received a text like that.
Oh, my God.
What is it?
Christopher sitting with his feet up with a beer by a pool listening to a band.
Really? That's cheeky, isn't it?
That's really cheeky.
That is cheeky.
Yeah, I remember that text message. Chris sending me a photo with his feet up in the air with a beer. I know where I wanted to put that beer bottle right there and then.
Thanks, Carly. Got here safely.
Have a look what I'm doing now. Have fun renovating. Like, come on, have a joke.
Joke, but what do they expect me to be doing? Like, I didn't send one after that. I'm like, oh.
And he says he's coming home at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning.
On reveal morning.
2 hours before reveal.
After we've just...
Reveal morning.
Nick's only chance of finishing his room on time is if his teammates pitch in.
It's a team thing. They didn't really help me paint. So, what do you do?
You asked for some help and they told you to go away.
I helped them. They went the wrong way about it, about the way they were acting and, being all smart-ass, You had no choice, so, let it go. Forgive, forget, and be a team.
While the Blue Tongues leave Nick out to dry, the mood over with the Redbacks is much lighter.
Is this the low or is this the
We have to have fun. You have to break it up a little bit. You have to laugh. Otherwise, you'll go insane.
Look, we're fogging up. We're fogging up.
white shadow?
Amongst all this kerfuffle, Michael has felt the urge that he can't, he really was passionate about renewing his vows with Carleen. That he loves her that much.
Oh, look, it was beautiful to see Carleen walk down the aisle. It just... Just so happy that we had the opportunity on Reno Rumble to renew our vows in front of, people that we love.
You two are the best people I've met in the whole world in the last 72 hours.
Oh, touching.
If there isn't anyone already slacking off, not renovating their room, probably at a real wedding, who has anything to say? Now the vows. Michael, repeat after me. I, Michael Redback Duffy.
Go Red Dogs.
I, Michael Redback Duffy. But we really think that we have rekindled our love, and I think tonight's going to be really special.
I've been talking to the Redback team. You know, it's your new wedding night, so if you please.
This is a bit gross.
Okay. You've got 12 minutes.
Tomorrow night on Reno Rumble, Blue Tongues, Nick and Chris are desperately watching their money evaporate.
It's going to cost me $5 grand to put it in. 6 grand's worth of scratches on there.
Sometimes less is more.
Half the budget. Half the budget. What happens if you break it?
At the Redbacks, it's the girls against the boys.
We put a mirror in our hallway, and that reflected outside. And we thought, wouldn't it be nice if you could see some foliage out there?
I don't have time to organise this.
I just don't think it's a great idea.
I've got concrete outside.
What? My priority was to make sure the house was finished.
That decision was made at 3 o'clock the day before reveal.
Just get the furniture and I'll make it happen.
Jess was pushing him.
I could hear some tension going on.
Ridiculous. So rude to me.
And speaking of tension,
It's a hero piece with the bath.
I just don't think it hits the mark.
For your builder to come in and just go, that light's not staying.
The frick is going on here?
They're in game mode.
I'll have to stay away from her. I think she's going to be after me.
This is how they play it.
This is their light.
Just suck it up. Still my head in.
I'm going to go 3 o'clock on a Saturday with 2 hours left, rush another light fitting.
Be down to a pendant.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
I've got concerns about that style of light. It looks a bit cheap, and it does. It looks like it's from Bali.